Welcome all to the stock swami. No. This is where we resuscitate stocks. This is where the stock doc brings it back to life. This is where you learn more for free. The only thing it costs you is your time. You can't put a price on that. The money you'll save, the money you'll make, the money you'll earn, the money you'll watch grow. There's many strategies to stock trading. And the lowest risk, highest reward, I would have to say, is the long-term trade. You must have patience. That is where you learn the definition of diamond hands and what that means. Not being paper hands. You'll face many a peril, many distractions, much FUD, fear, uncertainty, doubt. Many reasons, many forces, many things trying to get you to sell your stock. You set stop losses. More than likely, you will inevitably lose your stock shares. You can blame it on a broker that you pay. It gives you less than 10% of your money after a lifetime of waiting. A lifetime of them getting rich off of you. Or you can do it yourself. I've let my picks pretty much speak for themselves. How much voice that's given me on a few platforms. I've shared those picks. I don't know, but now we're going to do what so many of my fellow comrades, and some would even call it glorious bastards. That's for you, right brain trader. It's not what you think, it's how you think. I remember people's first reactions to your very first video yourself on that, Mr. Right Brain Trader. Not to continue to talk about you, but I got to go with that, the flow of that thought. And there was a mixed reaction. There was plenty that wanted to support you and felt where you were coming from, and there was plenty that felt like you came from another planet and you made no sense or no point. And it's funny because you invested probably a good, 9-10 times the money of an average investor in it, so I would think that your opinion and voice mattered. But nonetheless, critics are critics, and you've chosen to pick your spots at the right time, like with Terry Yonkers in that live stream. I like seeing that. I like how far Yonkers has come. He's a relatively new investor, like myself, so I respect that. And Bird Lady, she's just been on her own level. But when somebody like John Berta, who owns 2 million shares, has nothing but good things to say about her, you follow the money. So there's a lot of common sense with my own personal investment in MMTLP. That's a special thing. I got it before most. I found it as Torchlight, 68 cents, December 8th, 2020. Read the news of the merger. Didn't know when the merger would be. Left in the dark for quite a while. Thought at one point it would be Valentine's Day of 2021. It's been a long ride. A lot of the fellow YouTubers, they got in after the merger, and that's fine. I at first thought it wasn't fine, for obvious reasons. Didn't understand that word that Berta was talking about, transferable. My dad makes a good point. It was Torchlight that put those words out to begin with. So there's a lot of things you have to do to read between the lines and accept when it comes to diamond hands and long-term investing, and not jumping ship too early. You know, ODR, I'll shout out to him. He says, know what you own. Uh, you trust in the process, and that you will trust in the process when you know what you own and know what you hold. And he says, do your own damn research. You know, the real point in bringing all these names up, and Tony from Market Moves, you know, a real professional, because these are different minds that come to pretty much very similar conclusions, and you can't go wrong with collective information. And people have to step outside the, you know, the norm, or, you know, step outside the box to appreciate it and even give it a chance to begin with. But you got to do that to really get to the truth of things, because one person's truth, you know, might be some, you know, different for someone else. But there's some things that are common denominators, and that's why we've all speculated on the MMTLP, because sometimes, you know, no news is good news, and most of the time no news causes panic with the average investor that doesn't know any better. And I think hedge funds, I think brokers, it's in their business, right? It's money we're talking about. They use that to their advantage. Why would they not? If you were them, would you not? So the sentiment of the market matters. Anyway, this is just an intro of who I am and where I'm coming from and what side of the fence I stand on. I'm all about torching the shorts. And shout out to Smokey as well. Very informative, very thoughtful. Many hardworking blue-collar 9-to-5 folks on YouTube. God bless you for the time you put in and the information you give us. You give us hope. You help us to think for ourselves, even though sometimes we need people to think for us. It's sad but true. It's humanity. When you're dealing with money, it's a touchy subject, and we want to be as accurate as possible. So nothing I ever say, like we all must say, is financial advice whatsoever. They're all just thoughts of the stock swami. And hopefully you guys can find it as useful as, as I do for myself. Until next time, peace.